Surprise! Welcome
Surprise!
back to the Reality Receipts podcast. We have a special tea drop episode for you guys.
Yeah.
Starring me, Storytime with Rikkii.
I meet Reality Ashley. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for being here. Okay, so last episode 2, we had a little technical difficulties. Your girl's
just a little
equipment was tripping, but I got me some headphones, got my mic. I hope you guys can hear me okay, and hopefully it never ever happens again, but thank you for letting us know.
Yes, this one will be much better quality, and also you look cute with your headphones, so it's perfect.
Thanks, girl. Yeah, so we've
Love
got
it.
some tea. Like, since the cast has dropped, we've already got tea spilling all over TikTok, all over Instagram. There's a little something about almost every single cast member out already, and we got a trailer. So much to
the tea
discuss.
just does not stop already this season, and it's still over 2 weeks away. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's overflowing. So without further ado, what do we have first? The trailer dropped.
Yes, the trailer dropped, and it gave us a lot of information. They always seem to like to do this. They give us the whole season in the trailer. So if you really pay attention, then you can kind of pick out who the engaged couples are and what the big drama is going to be this season. So
yeah, for sure. I thought they gave a lot away in the trailer.
Yes.
You can definitely tell who's making main cast just based on the preview. Like, if you pay attention, obviously anything you see past pod, vacation and all of that, they literally have the men getting down on their knee and the women so it's you can 100% tell. Should we tell them, or should we let them figure it out themselves?
Maybe we'll let them figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, figure it out. It's really obvious.
They even show
obvious.
some of the pods opening, when they do that little reveal, and they show them on the vacation, they show them putting on wedding dresses, they show them at the altar. So if you can kind of pick out who the 5 couples are going to be. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. So I think what we see in the trailer, in the beginning of the trailer, is you hear one of the ladies kind of saying something along the lines of, I think he knew what I looked like the whole time. He looked very familiar when I seen him. So that's a little detail that you told everybody in episode 1 of the podcast, that there's some familiarity, whatever the damn word.
Yes. And
they know each other.
Yeah. I think they talked more about that in this trailer, with he lives in the building or something like that. So it sounds like there's going to be an ex or something, someone's friend lives in the building. So that's obviously where that connection comes in.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And we're not going to give you any spoilers, but no. And then I think the biggest shock to me in the trailer was the TikTok drama made filming.
Yes. They've decided to bring the TikToks into the show, which is a great idea, because we all know while the season's airing, the TikTok drama is very important part of the show, and so I'm not shocked that they did that, but also a little shocked, because they usually try to, with what happened last season with Tyler and Ashley, they very much tried to deny it till the last second. So they tried to call the TikTokers liars and all the receipts lies, but we knew they weren't lies. So.
Right. So I think the main difference here, right, is usually the TikToks start when the season is airing or when the cast is announced. But in this specific situation, a specific TikToker made a video last year. So she made it while filming was taking place.
Yeah,
because,
February 2024 she made it.
So that's exactly when it was filming. So obviously the town is small. People realize this guy is filming. Love is Blind is filming in our city. And obviously
it's the goblets.
It's the goblets.
Yeah.
Yes.
They always give it away.
Give it away. So she got wind that he was filming for the show, and she made this TikTok of her crying and saying, I'm so tired of Netflix casting these men. And basically he was shitty. She didn't get, it was very vague. I think both of us were we always question those types of videos, right? We're always oh my God, is it real? Is it not? Because we've had, people just doing it for views before. But it turns out this one was very real. And because she made it during filming, it's going to be part of the storyline.
Yeah, I guess they saw that come out while filming, and maybe they thought this is an opportunity to actually address this while we're filming rather than having to try to address it after the fact. So maybe they just started, they added it in, filmed it, and thought, we'll see what happens. But it obviously ends up being a big part of the show for it to be in the trailer. So
Yeah, that was really surprising. And I think we actually touched on it a little bit in episode 1. We both said, "Oh, we remember this TikTok. We haven't forgot this TikTok. We're going to circle
we've
back
been waiting
to
a
this
year.
Yeah, we've been waiting a year. We're going to circle back. Like, there's some tea here." Kind of knew that the creator was a big creator on the app, so I figured she was going to tell her own story. And for all of you guys who are not aware, she actually did in fact post an updated video, and she again, it was still very, very vague. She didn't detail her experiences with the guy, but she gave enough hints, in my opinion, to allude to who the guy was. She said specific things about the guy, job titles, where he went to school. Baseball was the big was the big one.
One of the men has baseball in his bio, so it was really easy to put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, so we did the math, and allegedly it is Ben.
Yeah, and we had mentioned this in the first episode that we heard he got removed off the cast, and I think that was what the original creator said, like that he'd been removed. And so when we realized he was on the cast a few weeks ago, we reached out to her just to say he is on the cast, and do you want to share your story? But she didn't reply, so we assumed she's just gonna take it over herself, and she has been posting more videos about it. So
I think she has about 4 videos posted in total, but again, no specifics. Just very vague, saying that he's an F-boy and he's treats women disposable, so that he discards of them and treats them disposable. So I think in her video she did give a spoiler to the end of the season, which we won't discuss here, but I have personally gotten more stories since her. I've been tagged in her video 100 times. I've gotten more stories about this Ben guy, and one that is really actually kind of ridiculous. Should we get into that?
It is hilarious.
So
apparently,
tell him, Ashley.
A few women have reached out to say that when Ben would stay the night, he would leave his YouTube business card for them in the morning. So they're like little collectibles that all of these women have, and they've provided the receipts. So we're here to give you the receipts.
Wait, you guys, because I did a TikTok on it. I've got to show you guys this. Like, he actually leaves his
YouTuber.
His YouTube card, like his YouTuber subscribe and follow. He has his YouTube, and he has his Instagram, and he has a little photo of himself.
Yes. Just in case you forget.
Just in case you forget what he looks like or anything like that. Like, he actually here's a better picture of it. Like, a woman actually sent me this card. For those of you that are watching, for those of you that are listening, it's a red card.
If you're not, you can go to Rikkii's page, and she's got it on there, and I'll probably post it too. But no, it was
ridiculous.
So I mean, lots of women reaching out about Ben. So
lots of women reaching out about Ben. This is a douchey move. Okay, like, who does this? There has to be a better way to promote your channel. I'm all about promoting yourself, but like, to women that you like have relations with, there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way. So we've been getting a few stories about him, which, maybe we'll do a little compilation and share them one day. But in summary, this guy is apparently bad news. Not anyone looking for marriage, not anyone to take serious. Just a real ladies' man, playboy. F-boy.
Yes. And if there is, that's the only stuff that we have been told is this silly, like the YouTube card and this thing. So if there is more serious stuff going on about him, we haven't been told that. Obviously, the original creator alluded to it being very serious, but she wants to tell that story, so we're not going to step on her toes there. That's going to be her story to tell. So we obviously share this YouTube card thing because it's pretty ridiculous, but if we don't know what else is going on there, but no one has come forward to us with serious stories, so we'll leave that for them to tell for themselves. So
right, of course, and we'll pick up anything from, like that's what we do, right? Once somebody says something, then we'll do some further digging and find out like what's going on for you guys. So but I just thought that the YouTube card was like, wait, and then for several women to say it, and I actually have women in the comments saying, yep, that's true, he left me 3. It's like oh God, sir, like what is going on? Like, but
you must have been like getting a discount at Staples or something for those printed out. Those like like a value pack or something.
A value pack, yeah. So that is just a little tea there on Ben, and if you look at the preview, you can put together his role in the show. So yes. So and then I think. Something else, a little other fun little tea that got dropped into our lap is that when we were going on over the cast, we realized that there's a lot of realtors, and I said that realtors equal unemployed. Like realtors, like what is your real job? Like it's kind of giving on it. I never believe somebody when they tell me that they're a realtor that they actually have a job. So
yes, we want to see the receipts that you sold some houses, please.
Right. And I think it's always a red flag if on your socials you don't have a social media for promoting your real estate business. Some of them did and were not active on it, and then some of them completely didn't. So fun fact is somebody actually slid into my DM and said that they checked all of the guys that said that they were realtors. They went ahead and checked how many homes they sold. Oh my gosh. And that I was right. That is not enough to bring home the bacon. So
it's like more of a hobby, I guess.
Yes. And so that was my fear, right? They have it as their job title, but it's coming off more like a hobby type situation.
Yes. Maybe it's like a backup plan. Like Love is Blind, and then maybe realtor after. I don't know.
or aspiring realtor. It's just, I think
that's what they should put in the bios. Aspiring realtor. That would make way more sense.
Yeah,
because you never know. They have all the realtor shows now, right? So you could, maybe that's why they do it. So you could start on Love is Blind, and if that doesn't work out, then you could try like Selling Sunset or something. So
right, you could pivot, and I'm all about the hustle. Like I'm all about like wanting to achieve a goal, and it's like but I think what's disheartening is that the women actually have careers,
really good jobs,
and the men are aspiring realtors / entrepreneurs / photographers / you know what I mean, like baby daddies allegedly. So I don't know. So that was like some fun little tea that dropped into my inbox. They were like, I don't want to be associated, but you right, they didn't sell no houses. They actually gave me an exact number that I'm like looking for right now. I'm like, wait, what was the exact number? Because the person gave me the exact number, and I was like, this is actually hilarious.
I think it was like 4 or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was something extremely low for there to be like, I think, how many realtors do we have? Like 6 on the cast? Yeah. Like, y'all collectively sold 4 homes? Like, what is happening?
Like half a house each, pretty much. So. They're sharing them.
That's definitely not paying the bills. Definitely not paying the bills.
The baby daddy thing, I did reach out to try to get more information, but we haven't heard back yet, so we'll stay tuned. But I'm surprised that he hasn't said anything about it, so maybe he's not allowed to.
Yeah, most of them honestly can't say anything until the show is done airing. And unfortunately, by that time, especially for this specific guy, like by that time, it's too late. We don't care no more. So
the funny thing is, like, they're very strict about their PR and who they talk to, and like every podcast they go on is organized through Netflix, and all of it is very orchestrated. So for him to give a Newsweek interview it would have to be authorized. So that's interesting. Like, unless
Yeah.
he did it without asking, because it was before the show's on, so maybe he didn't know. But I think they're pretty good at explaining all the rules to them. So
Yeah.
it might just be like, I think it seems like they're really trying to get into the social media aspect of the show, which I love. They're embracing it. So maybe they thought the dog gender thing would be a funny little red herring for us. So we're like, oh, you must be married with a baby now, but who knows? We'll see what happens.
Well, if y'all want to get into the social media of it, you know what you can do. You can invite us to the reunion. That would be good.
That's the final step. They just need to actually have us there, and then they've really integrated themselves into the social media drama. So
right. I think it's a good look for everybody to say, hey, we're listening. Hey, we hear you. We see you. We know what you want. Mm-hmm. These people are going to ask the real questions. They know what's going on screen, off screen. Let them get the tea. I think
we would leave no stone unturned. It would not be a reunion where we're like, but you didn't bring up all the stuff. We would get it all. So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Okay. So moving on, as we've mentioned before, since the cast list has dropped, there have also not only the girls video that was brought up in the trailer, but I've seen a total of about, including the ones I just showed you before we started filming, about 6. I'm going to say 6 videos.
They just keep coming.
Yeah, 6 videos of different people saying that they know someone from the cast or have an experience with someone from the cast. But again, the videos are very, very vague. So if you're watching, these are the videos that I seen last night, and this morning I saw some follow-ups from some of these creators. Very vague, just like 10-second videos with some writing on the screen.
Yes. Yeah, it seems like everyone in Minneapolis is trying to get in on the tea times, which is awesome. So it gives us lots to talk about. So but there was someone like a bad boss or something, right?
2 bad bosses. So
2 bad bosses.
2 bad. So this first one and the second one are very similar. Again, they used a sound and then just put some words on the screen. The words said, watching the Love is Blind season 8 trailer and seeing someone in the cast that gave me a literal anxiety disorder and PTSD for years.
That's not good.
Yeah, and so this creator actually made a follow-up video and clarified that she was not talking about a male cast member. So funny that everybody just assumes it's like the trifling
right.
Men. She said it's a woman.
Yeah, we all thought exes for sure.
Yeah. I was like, oh, gave you PTSD, girl. What man did it? But no, it was. She said she made a follow-up and said it was actually a woman that she worked for.
Right.
And then the second girl, who's actually also a really big creator on the app, her username is Taco Bell Rockstar. She made a very similar video. She had words, but she was also speaking. She said the PTSD that someone from the new season 8 Love is Blind cast still haunts me to this day. And she told a story about how she was gaslit into quitting her job at American Eagle because of her district retail manager.
Right.
So that was a big clue into who she was talking about, because if you look at the cast list, there is only one district retail manager who is also a woman.
Yes.
So
she didn't name her, so
she didn't name her. She didn't
That's
name
the
her.
tricky part, is they're not naming these people. So, we don't want to name them, but also they're giving so many details that it really can only be one person, so.
Yeah. So I am assuming that the first and second girl are talking about the same woman. And if you read the comments, you actually do see a lot of comments that say, I had similar experiences working with this woman, and it is blank. A district retail manager on the cast list. There's only one.
Yeah.
Uno. There's only one woman that is a district retail manager on the cast list that they are most likely
to figure out.
Talking about. Only one. Okay. And the third video, there's only one. Only Uno. The third one, again, very vague. watching the Love is Blind Minneapolis trailer, realizing I've made storytime videos about a few of those guys.
Yeah.
Now, right before we filmed, I seen that this girl did make a follow-up video. She did make a follow-up video. Again, very vague, didn't say any names. She said she had a good experience with one guy and a not so good experience with the second guy. She didn't give any names. She just said that the Minneapolis area is very small. Everybody knows everybody. So it's not uncommon to have dated a few guys from the cast.
Yeah. That's nice that she said she had a good experience with one. I feel like we don't get enough of those story times. I know they wouldn't be as exciting because people like the drama, but
yeah,
I remember the Seattle season, there was someone that came out with like a really nice story about one of the girls and something about her wedding day, and she had helped her. It was a nice story. So I'm like, we need a couple of good story times because it feels like it's just bad all the time.
That's true. Actually, I think that like her saying her good experience with the guy would do well, and like people would want to know that like, okay, there's still some hope, there's still some nice guys out there.
Exactly. We need like a good balance. We need the crazy dramatic story times and then like a few good ones. So if anyone has any good ones.
And it would be fun, right, to see if this guy that she's talking about actually how far he makes it into the process. You know?
Yes, hopefully we'll get some good love stories.
That's the tea. If you guys don't know, that's the tea that's like been circulating around the internet this week.
Yes. So far already. It's only Wednesday, right? Or Thursday maybe by the time we air this. So like I'm sure by tomorrow there'll be like 50 more stories. So you never know when we're going to pop up again with another tea drop. It could be any time in this Love is Blind season because it's just non-stop tea.
Yes, because you are going to hear from us on our typical Tuesdays, but you're going to hear from us with tea drop episodes too, so we can let you guys know like what's circulating on the internet, what's going on TikTok, and what's going on Instagram. Because not all of our listeners are on these platforms. Like some are just here or just on YouTube. So we're going to keep you guys in the loop. Don't you worry. And what's this? I hear that there's like already some tea on season 10.
Yep, we happened to find out where they're going to film season 10, and I think they're about to start filming. Like, if they filmed last year, February to March, they're probably doing that again. So we heard that the upcoming season 10 filming is in Boston, so that will be exciting.
Yeah,
gotta love the accent.
Yeah, I love accent. I love the Boston accent. Yes, you're right.
Me too. You're not watching Traders, but Boston Rob is on Traders, and he's like iconic Boston reality TV star. So it'll be fun to have some more Bostonians. That's how we call it.
Bostonians. Right? Yes. So season 10 is in Boston. Season 9 is filmed and wrapped and done. Do
I actually think I think I might know where season 9 is. This is very, very unconfirmed tea, but I think it's in Denver. I believe. Okay. That's my guess. I could be wrong. When we know for sure, we'll tell you. But we know for sure about Boston. Yeah. Denver is less confirmed, but we will update for sure.
Yeah. That's hello, like, oh my God, this the season hasn't even started and I'm exhausted. Like, we have a potential villain already. We have a potential Benin.
Yeah, that's good. I like it.
That was cheesy. It's okay. But
I love cheesy, so cheesier the better.
We have a potential, not confirmed, villain. Now, he might not get a villain edit from what we see, but I think we get a behind the scenes villain. It's been pretty consistent over the seasons, so we might have our villain, ladies and our alleged villain, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, looks like it's going to be a wild season for Ben, off screen at least. We don't know about on screen, but off screen it's already getting crazy for him. So
yeah, it's already choppy. And again, we already have more stories that, maybe I'll share on my TikTok, or maybe we'll share here. Eventually we'll maybe put a little compilation because they are rolling in. But yeah, so it's going to be a long season for your boy. I heard he turned off his Instagram comments too. So
It's so early for that.
It's never a good sign when you have to turn off
No.
your Instagram comments and the show hasn't even aired yet. But
Yes.
we're in for a wild ride. So I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll have all the receipts for you. So
We'll have all the receipts. We'll have all
yes, so if you want to see the YouTube card, we'll put it on our Reality Receipts Pod Instagram, and make sure you're following us so that you can find out when we do these tea drops, because we don't really have a set schedule. It's just going to be whenever we just have to tell you something. So Tuesdays for sure, and then tea drops when necessary, which is every day.
Literally. It might be every day. You never know.
Yeah.
Like it might
At
be
this rate,
necessary.
it will be. Yeah. At this rate, it will be like 5 times a day. So
Yeah, you never know. So make sure you are tuned into our Instagram and all of our other platforms, so that you're in the loop and you don't miss a drop.
Yeah.
Or can't you like turn notifications on the?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do not miss an episode.
Yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the tea today. I think that's all we got for today.
Yeah.
But again, you might hear from us tomorrow.
We'll
We
be
don't
back.
know. The tea is piping. Okay, it just keeps on coming.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for joining us. And
Yes, thank you.
unless something else drops, we'll see you Tuesday.
Yeah. We'll be back.
All right.